I'm Clint Falcon, Video Production Specialist for Ascension 21. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Inside Ascension, where we take a look at the people and services of Ascension Parish government.
And I'm John Connolly, Manager of Video Programming for Ascension 21. The month of August means back to school in Ascension Parish. In this episode, we'll show how the residents from all over pull together to make sure it'll be a good school year for Ascension Parish's children.
And we'll visit the folks from the Ascension Parish Office of Technology and show you how you can access vital mapping information online for every property in Ascension Parish.
We'll have the news of Ascension, our events by you, and we'll close the show with a little lagniappe. We had such good feedback from some of you who heard her song last show. We'll have another from Ascension Parish singer-songwriter Jody James.
You want to keep watching because all that starts right now inside Ascension. Here's the news from Inside Ascension. The Ascension Parish Council approved placing the Fire Protection District No. 1 tax proposal on the December 8th ballot. The proposal calls for the collection of a $15 million 10-year property tax and parcel fee, which would pay for acquiring, constructing, maintaining, and operating fire protection facilities and equipment. Fire Protection District No. 1 is comprised of 6 fire departments primarily staffed by volunteer firefighters. The Parish Council also voted to abolish the East Ascension Hospital Service District and move all of the district's property and assets to Ascension Parish government. This comes after the Hospital District Board's recommendation to the Council to dissolve this district. The Council has asked Parish administration to see if the hospital can be renovated and transformed into a centralized facility for parish governmental offices. Residents of Ascension Parish should be taking precautions against the threat of the West Nile virus. David Matassa, director of the Ascension Parish Mosquito Control Department, said the infection rate for southern house mosquitoes in the parish is higher than last year at this time. The surveillance section of the Mosquito Control Department traps and tests mosquitoes to determine the threat of West Nile throughout the parish.
We want the awareness to come out where people be more aware, don't let their guards down, that not only in Ascension Parish, South Louisiana, but the CDC just reported there's 242 cases in the country now currently as we speak. There's 33 human cases in Louisiana as we speak currently. So there's no doubt it's on the rise. We don't want our general public to get their guards down.
Matassa says ways you can reduce the risk of infection include emptying water-filled containers frequently around your home and on your property, repairing torn window screens and eliminating cracks around doors and windows. Avoid outdoor activity around dawn and dusk when mosquitoes are most active. Outside, wear long pants and long sleeves when mosquitoes are active, and use mosquito repellent. Residents can reach Ascension Parish Mosquito Control by calling 225-621-9613. The Ascension Festival and Cultural Council has announced new dates for the 2012 Louisiana Hot Air Balloon Championship and Festival. The event will be held September 21st through the 23rd at the Lamar Dixon Expo Center, the home for both the festival and championship competition. The Ascension Parish Engineering Department has announced the road widening construction project on Roddy Road between Highway 621 and 931 has begun and should take no longer than 180 days to complete. Milling will begin on the north end of Roddy Road at Highway 931 and progress south towards 621. That's where overlay will begin and go northward back to Highway 931. The plan is to minimize the impact and inconvenience on traffic coming in and out of Central Middle School. And these pictures show the ongoing construction at the Marvin Bro Pump Station. When it's finished, this will be the 6th pump at the facility which moves floodwater out of the parish. The $17 million project is scheduled for completion in January 2013. The Ascension Parish Office of Technology has made accessing maps and property information online easy. Finding out your property's elevation, flood zones, zoning maps, and even school districts are just clicks away. I'll have that story next. You're watching Inside Ascension. We'll be right back.
Today is a special day. Today we gather as a nation and as an international community to recognize the selfless decision of one of the most influential women of our time. She's been recognized by religious figures and politicians around the world. To us, she's just Rachel. But to the rest of the world, she's the woman who, after having one too many drinks, chose not to drive home buzzed. Here today to honor Rachel is the family whose lives she spared.
Ascension Parish's Information Technologies Department is one of the most efficient in the state, using the latest technology to make parish data collection streamlined and accessible to the administration and to the public. One area where this department has been upgraded recently is within its Global Information Systems, or GIS as it's commonly known.
GIS is an acronym for Geographic Information System, and GIS is made up of multiple components that create multiple data sets that are all represented on a map.
If you have ever used an online map service like Google Maps, MapQuest, or if you have ever used a GPS system like Garmin or TomTom, then you have used a component of GIS. The Parish GIS office provides the GIS data to those services, and it all starts with the work in the field.
This unit is what they call a Leica Geo data collector. It has the data collector, which runs the modem, and the modem connects to the internet to correct data from the internet, does it in real time, and it also in syncs with the data collector and the modem and the antenna. They all sync up together, which the antenna grabs the satellites to also corrects the data in real time as well. The difference between this unit is a regular unit from which you say like you would go buy from Walmart or Garmin or a TomTom unit is you can actually set elevations with this.
I would say it's just as valuable to the residents as it is to the businesses. Our most popular business client, if you will, that consumes our GIS data are the realtors in the area. Obviously, once the data is in our system, when it comes to parcels and lots and new subdivisions, they use that data to help find potential buyers for their homes, or if you're selling your home.
The Ascension Parish GIS system contains a large amount of data. The GIS data is accumulated from multiple sources.
As an example, we get streets and subdivisions from our planning department. We get school boundaries from the school board office. We get fire hydrant locations from the fire department. We use GPS devices to collect data from the field. All of that data goes into what it is GIS today.
The GIS department was created approximately 14 years ago under Parish President Tommy Martinez's first administration. It's grown in size since we originally created it. It's now approximately 1.4 terabytes worth of data. And we have 72 different data sets. Each data set, for a data set example, would be fire hydrant data or road data. So we have 72 different types of GIS data that we maintain in the system.
And after a year-long data migration, the parish has begun using a new GIS product. This new system utilizes software from a GIS vendor by the name of Environmental Systems Research Institute, or better known as ESRI. With this new GIS software, the parish is now able to link our other software systems to GIS.
A challenge that we face here in the parish is having multiple computer systems, and each of these computer systems has their own data set. And what you end up with is multiple copies and multiple versions of the same data. And it's a challenge to manage that. This new GIS system that we just finished installing can connect to these multiple systems, and it will allow us to get down to one single data source. And I think that's a real big step in the right direction. The data comes from multiple sources. We get GIS data from multiple government agencies, private industry, even some of our residents can supply us with the data. The issue that we had previously was we had this data spread out everywhere, and now it's all going to be in one centralized location that we can verify is correct.
As a service to the public and business community, the parish GIS data is available in 3 formats: paper maps, static maps in the form of an electronic PDF file, or interactive web maps on the parish website. Parish maps are available in many shapes and sizes and range in price from anywhere from free to $100. These sizes can range from as small as a sheet of paper to the size of a wall.
We offer the GIS services to the public, so I would like the residents to take full use of it. And our GIS department, the information is geared towards the parish. So we have school districts and council districts. If a resident is more interested in knowing the ownership or what's surrounding their property, they can get their information from our website.
The interactive web maps are always available 24/7 on the parish website and are always using the latest data set from the GIS system.
I'd like to walk you through an example of how someone would use our web maps to help them buy a piece of property in the parish. The first thing they're going to want to do is go to maps.apgov.us using their web browser. And that's going to pull up all of our web maps that we currently have online. And in this example, let's assume that knowing if the piece of property is in a flood zone is important. And in this case, with this particular address that I'm using, we see that the point on the map, which represents the address, is in fact in a flood zone. All of this blue area here designates it as a flood zone. And let's also assume that they would like to know the school district. And here we can see that same point on the map using our school district web map shows that it is in the Galvez Primary School District. And let's also assume that they would like to know the zoning for their piece of property that they're looking at. And here again we see the same point on the map. And if we look over here at our legend, we see it's medium intensity residential. And the final map that I'm going to show you is the imagery map. Here we see the same point on the map now inside of this particular lot. And if we click inside the lot, we'll get additional information. And then we see the square footage area. And this is actually the square footage of the entire parcel. And if we hit this arrow button here, we'll see the square footage of just that single lot by itself.
A new feature of Ascension Parish's web maps is the ability to interact with them on a mobile device running Android or iOS, which uses iPhones and iPads. There's a free map app available in the Google Play Store and the iOS App Store called ArcGIS.
In 1990, in Severn, Maryland, the daughter of a clergyman was discovered by a music industry insider while pumping gas at a service station. The The odds of her getting signed and spending 11 weeks at #1 on the U.S. singles charts? 1 in 19 million. The odds of this former church choir singer going on to sell 40 million records? 1 in 15 million. The odds of the same woman winning 6 Grammy Awards and starring in 2 Broadway plays? 1 in 75 million. The odds of this musician and performer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 110. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
G-morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me back. Hey, did you tell your parents about us? Let's skip first period together. Did you get all my texts? Is practice over yet? Where are you at? Are you with your friends? That's L-A-A-A-A-M-M-E-E-E. Capital X, lowercase o, capital X, lowercase o. I love you. JK. I hate you. JK. Are you ignoring me? We're in a huge fight right now. Is this something I did?
I can see your lights on. I'm coming over.
This isn't a joke. What'd you dream about? Me? I'm lonely. Holla back. Holla back. Let's try something new. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
In Ascension Parish, August means back to school, and at Volunteer Ascension, summer means school supplies, collecting them and distributing them to students across the parish. For the 15th year, Volunteer Ascension is partnering with the Ascension Parish School Board for their School Tools Drive.
We are collecting school supplies for children in need, K through 8, Ascension Parish today.
The goal is the same as it's always been.
Actually, we've been doing the school tools program. This is our 15th year. The last 3 years we've partnered with WBRZ for Stuff the Bus.
Volunteer Ascension, with the help of a lot of other folks, aim to get school supplies into the hands and onto the desks of Ascension Parish kids in need.
And basically what we do, the first week of school, the teachers are going to assess the need in each classroom. And the teachers will submit request form to the principals, and those forms are faxed over to Volunteer Ascension. And we basically fill those specific orders with the supplies that we collect.
2 events made up this year's effort, the school tools collection in mid-July and Stuff the Bus a few days later. Volunteer Ascension Executive Director Sherry Denig says the donations come from everywhere.
They actually come from the community, they come from businesses, they come from corporations. We had a very nice donation from FabCon this morning for $2,500, so that was great. And we have organizations like Rotary Clubs that are coming in today. We had the East Ascension Rotary that came in, and then we're having just a lot of people off the street that are coming and also bringing not just monetary, but bringing supplies. But for the people that are bringing in monetary donations, we just do the shopping for them. We go shopping for them and get the supplies, and then we load them on the bus.
Sure. Ascension Parish is very unique, and that's what makes it a great parish. Anytime we ask about citizens, they come out. I was dancing with a cause last week. The Fred Mart at Lamar Dixon was full. They raised over $100,000. This event, same thing. Every year we get volunteers to come out. We raise a lot of money for the kids that need it, and a lot of people don't think that people in Ascension need any help, and the kids in Ascension. But last year over 8,000 kids were given supplies that were needed here. So we have the need, and we have the people in our parish that will step forward and volunteer and give of their time and give of their money, and certainly hope that our corporate sponsors will continue doing this, and certainly want to thank Channel 2 for bringing this event to the life here in Ascension.
The volunteers in Ascension Parish are amazing. All you basically have to do is put the need out there, that you need volunteers, or you need supplies, or you need uniforms, and people show up. I mean, they always do. Like tomorrow, we'll be unloading all of these supplies, and 125 people will show up to help us. And you know, we get a lot of support from the school system, but we get a tremendous amount of support from the community. You know, people are used to us doing this each year, so they know it's going on and they want to be involved. And so whether they're volunteering or donating items that we need, it's just always a great response from the community. You know, I think we still in our minds are a very small community. We just take care of one another, and that's kind of like the mindset which I love about Ascension Parish. Even though we've grown so much in the last several years, we still think like a very small community, and we're good about taking care of one another, and so that's what I love best about my job.
You wouldn't want to live anywhere else?
I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I mean, I love it. I've just been amazed at the people that continue to come out and give of their time. And like a day today, I mean, it's going to be in the 90s today, and I mean, we have no shortage of volunteers today. That's what I'm talking about.
And I want to thank Volunteer Ascension for doing such a wonderful job, and corporate sponsors, Office Depot, St. Elizabeth's, Canes, and especially WBRZ Channel 2 for doing a great job every year with this event.
And so far, your parish has had $10,500, which is fantastic. And a lot of the teachers have been very supportive. They've been out here sweating, volunteering to make sure that they stuff the bus.
Well, my wife taught for 36 years, so I see the value of this day and the value of the money that's collected. The children here in the parish are the future of this parish, and we want to make sure that they have all the tools that they require to become great students.
Great students, all right.
I think it's helpful all the way around. It's helpful for the parents, it's helpful for the teachers too, because we all know that if a teacher's not going to let a child go without supplies, so that's money that's coming out of their pockets, and anything that we as a community can do to help that, we want to do that. So that's another reason. I have a lot of retired teachers that come through here, and they're like, I know what it's like, because you see a child that needs supplies, and you know, you're not going to hesitate, so you're going to dig in your own pocket to make sure that they get what they need. So they understand. So we have a lot of retired teachers that will be coming through today. The community is just such a help to us, and today especially the ladies within the school, the faculty, the teachers have just come out in droves today. We have several groups from the school board today.
The teachers go back August 6th, so it's right around the corner. Another week or so, and everybody will be back at work, and the buses will be rolling, and you know, it'll be good. And hopefully they have the supplies with an event like this that they can have a good year.
With a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 home runs. First pitch is fouled between the bats.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Daytime temperatures are still high. Ascension Parish Animal Control Director Michael LeBlanc reminds us if you have animals, don't forget they're feeling the heat too. Keep your pets cool inside or in the shade with plenty of fresh water to drink. Here's a look at a few of the animals currently available for adoption at Animal Control. Thanks for watching this edition of Inside Ascension. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you can always reach us at insideascension@apgov.us. We welcome your input, and always thank you for watching.
Thanks to those of you we heard from after our last episode. Because you asked for more, here's a second helping of Lanyap from an Ascension Parish original we introduced you to last month, singer-songwriter Jody James. Enjoy, and we hope to see you next time. For now, please keep watching Ascension 21.
Not just any old boy could capture my heart. Real strong and real sweet, a little bit dark. And I've got something to say. I just need to be heard. So let me put it this way. You